Good morning. Welcome back to another stream. I think this is the 16th one I've done, 15th or 16th. We're getting to have quite a few. I hope people are liking them. I'm having fun doing them though, so I think that's what matters for me. Anyway, so yesterday I made a hover ship, basically, kind of Ian McHugh inspired a little bit, flying ship. Although they also kind of look like the ones from Return of the Jedi. So there's lots of the pedigree is varied. Anyway, I then made another one off stream of like a fishing boat that I really liked, and I thought it turned out pretty cool. And I thought I might make one more today, and then maybe tomorrow we'll make like a shipyard or something since we'll have a couple of them. We'll see. So yeah, let us get started. And I think the first thing we're going to do is I think we'll start with random starship again. Um, and simple. And you guys probably getting used to this plugin or add-on by now, but let's go play with it. I like negative because I like seeing the front. And let's see, subdiv. I'm gonna try. Do we have plating? No plating. Good. And let's see. Edge loops. Where are my edge cuts? I want to make it smaller this time, I think. Make it 3 sections. And let's get rid of our bumps too. Or bumps count. Take it way down. I'm gonna start with something very simple and tweak it out a bit. And let's go to settings. And we want to mirror Z. And I don't care which way we go. But that doesn't look right yet. We're not there yet. Base scale, let's make X a little wider. That seems good. And then let's go to our front. Front scale 1. Move this off so we can see it. And Z depth on the front. So yeah, I want that to be my back now, but F9. And can we expand it? Okay. F9. And then X depth on the front. Make it wider. There we go. Bridge tolerance. Okay. X taper. Interesting. Z taper. Give a bit of that. Let's get rid of the X taper. Don't like that. Or is that going to bring it in too far? Ooh, come on, X taper. Oh, there we go. That's how we want it. I kind of wanted to fill that area in. We might have to do that manually. Front scale. No, this is how we do it. There we go. Okay. We do need to bring it in manually though a little bit. Now we've increased that X depth. And that to 0 again. And that's too far, I think. Okay. N. Z depth. Edge cuts in the front. Give us more. Give me anything? No. Just trying to find a ship that I like, and we have not got there yet. but it just feels too big. Let's start over again. I didn't actually want to delete that, but we did, so there we go. Random, at least it saves the thing from before. Yeah, okay. And let's add some bumps, see if we get something interesting out of it. Add adjacent, no. Bump on both. Let's view the mesh and see what we're seeing. That's too many edge cuts. One. There we go. That's even better. That's more like what I wanted. But it's still 2x wide. I gotta remember to do this over off the side. I keep doing it wrong. Front scale. Bring it in. Something like that. Something like that. That could work for us. Particularly, we're gonna throw the top away, so we gotta remember that. If not, do it over here. Yeah, let's add one more section to it. And the negative in the rear. Let's see, back X taper. Expand. Can I go to one? Yeah, okay, cool. And then back taper. X depth -2. No, gotta go with 1. Like that. Z depth back, increase it some. Z taper, bring it in. X taper, bring it in. Okay, yeah, that's giving us something. Let's see if we can't X taper some more. Z taper some more. All right, I think we can live with that. That's not a horrible place to start with. I'm not in love with it yet, but let's just try one other thing. Just miss all seeds. It's very simple. Did I lose my rear? No. Okay, let's do that one, just because we got to get something going on here. That seems all right to me. Cool. Let's come in and remove our Z. Flip. Oh, I didn't flip it before, right? So I'll have to flip it now. That's fine. Okay. Tab. Get rid of wireframe. RX 180. Yeah. RY 180. Okay. So there's the bottom of our ship. Kind of interesting. We're going to mass out an engine down here, make that a little bit less funky. 3. Can we this time? So last time what we did was we covered the top up. We just made a face. Let's see what happens if we use a solidify modifier instead. Bring it in. And I don't need an even thickness because it helps me keep the polys a little bit better. There we go. That's kind of cool. That gives us some wallage. And then we can apply that. And now, can I take, let's say, this loop here? Why am I getting triangles? I hate triangles. I hate triangles. Face tries to quads. Thank you. See, much better. So we got that there. And then that there. And we go to edge, bridge edge loops. Now we've got a base to our boat, and we've got kind of a side thing going on, so it slopes a bit, but that's fine. Maybe I want it a little higher than that, though. Let's do one more up. And okay, it goes to there, so up 2. Now, edge, bridge edge loops. Yeah, okay, slightly higher, and we may even increase it up more, but we'll do it on our own. And then we're going to go Control R and give us that. And we still have a center line because I used an odd number. Yep, cool. Look at that. It's beautiful, beautiful. Let's save. I feel like Morgan Freeman's voice. The model was not beautiful. Let's see. Hover, skip. 1P, 2P, skiff, and then I'm good. I know that's 2 Fs. When you don't remember how to spell something, call it something else. Okay. Alrighty. So we need a bit of something here. Okay, first off, let's see. Alt X will go from this side until I forget and I'll have to change it again. Good. Let's see. GX. Okay. O. GX. Yes, but I don't want it to do. Let's go with linear. Yeah, I like that better. Just to give us a bit more depth to it. And then GX, let's do even a bit more. We like that? I think we like that. And does it mess with our geo too much? I don't think so, not too much. Got a little bit of weirdness here. Let's just create a triangle I hate. Okay, but I wanted it to have a wider base to it. And I think we are gonna, again, build some stuff in and around that too. Let's see, I'm going to apply, just because it got weird. Yeah, that looks great. Okay, cool. And yeah, so we want a cockpit of some kind. Oh, we should probably put a person here too first. Human. Generate. Yeah, although it's not actually that much smaller than I want it to be this time. A little bit though. Yes, finish the creation phase. Biz off. Okay. Delete. 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 Let's see. GZ. GZ. Yeah, right there. And we're gonna 3D cursor it and then scale it up just about that much. It's not gonna be big. This is a smaller boat. Rotation scale. Cool. I don't want it to have a huge footprint. I think that is going to be good for our cabin. And E. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. Did I select the wrong side? E, yes, I did. See, I swapped it till I forget. Then let's scale on X, bring it in ever so slightly, like that. I'll turn off that while I'm thinking about it too. Okay, and we're looking at it from, again, our profile as much as our front, and we're trying to make sure that we make something that looks kind of interesting. And I think I might want to bring this back in just a bit more too. So turn back on our proportional SX. There we go. That's more like I was thinking. It's got a little bit more of that kind of angled curve to it. I like the bottom. Yeah, I'm liking the profile. We're going to give it a block of some kind. I'm going to turn off proportional again. E. Bring that up. I think we're going to need to build onto that as well, but we can do that. Okay. Do we give it a railing or a railings for wusses? I think railings might be for wusses on this one, at least in most of the places. Maybe. Could do something just in here. I don't know why you'd have it there, but talking to myself, I apologize. Just trying to think what I'm doing here. It can get a little difficult sometimes to talk and think and model at the same time. So I want to bring that out. Certainly not. I think that. Well, yeah, we'll leave it like it is. Okay, save. So we've got our basic profile that we now need to bling up. Let us bling. Do we kit bash ourselves or do we model? I think we're still going to model a bit more here. I'm not quite ready to give it over to somebody else. So Shift A, mesh, cylinder, RX90, 3G. Yeah. Yeah, I just want to give it something like this. GZ. I don't know. Nope, not that yet. Can we do something else? Let's see. Because I don't care about good geometry at all. Let's be honest here. F. Can we do that? Oh, does it have to be on the other side? I keep forgetting. Side I've gotten F. And now let's just apply it so I can go F. Do we like that better? I think we might. It gives us more of that back action. Yeah, I think we do like that better. And I mean, we can, if we want to. Yeah, let's do it. 3, hide, go on, orb. Just grab these faces. And I suppose these faces. And X and delete faces. I'll hide and bring it back. And now, now we don't have hidden faces like that. We should be good. It makes the geo a little better, I suppose. Okay. So I'm just going to fix these so I can real quick. Okay. I'm, yeah, they're not actually connected. A, M by distance. Yes. K. Piss off. KZC. 979. KYC. There we go. KYC. I want these to be proper quads so I can use random flow on them. And get rid of those two. 79 KXC KXC KXC. There we go. Now everything's kind of nicer. Those are still ugly. Not all I can do about that, but okay. Just trying to avoid kit bashing too early, which means I'm tweaking models and I'm not doing a great job of it. Let's see what happens. Do I want it curved or do we like it straight? Like that's subdiving it. I think I like it paneled. I mean, we'll sharpen or we'll curve it up a little bit, I think, but I like the panels. Let's see. Selecting that, I could have just selected the whole edge, couldn't I? Turn back on proportionals on. GX. Can we bring that so it's more like that? Do we like that better? I think we do. Makes it a little bit more traditional looking as a boat. Yeah, I do like that better. And this is our side that we're rearing on, so I can forget again later. Okay. So then, select that. Select, can I select that? Yeah, okay, fine. Select just that one. Control bevel, and we'll make it curved. But not that curved. There we go. Just add a little bit to it. A little something, something. And I think I'm going to take over here along. Just want to take these to there and bring them up a bit. Yeah, cool. And then let's see. We're going to leave the front ones down, I think. Let's take these two and up a bit. And then even up a bit more. Okay, I kind of like it. Now what are we gonna do? I think we need to start building some bits to this sucker. Where are we at? 25 minutes? Oh, we're not doing bad. presumably this is like the engine of the skiff, and then we're going to need jet exhausts and propulsion and that kind of thing. Let's save. Let's do a bit of kit bashing down just to see if it inspires us. Big, medium, small. Model shop. Kit objects. Trim sheets. Engines. Do we want to give it like big pod racer sort of style engines? I mean, it's an option. What if we did this one? Scale it down. Something like that. Don't like it there yet. GY, bring it GZ. Do we like that it is not symmetrical, or do we want it symmetrical? I think on this one, I do actually want it symmetrical. Let's see what happens if we do that to the engine. It does change it a bit. Shift S2. Object, set origin, origin to 3D cursor. Alt X. There we go. Now our round things are actually stay round. The center of the object wasn't exactly in the center of those circles, so we were getting kind of lemon shapes, and I didn't want that. Now I think this is cool, and this will give us an opportunity here. Ooh, yeah, if we go back a bit further even, GY, so like that far? Not quite. GZ, up. Okay. Solo. 3. I want to try and introduce some places I can add some cool cables to it. And I think that'll help because now we can run cables willy-nilly across here, and that could be neat. And it's just definitely going to feel like it's got power. It's got power. We don't know what it's going to use it for, but that's a big ass engine for something like this. And it doesn't have exhaust though. I think we're going to make that an exhaust and that an exhaust, and we'll probably add more. Let's see, can we make it more ridiculous at this point then? If we're going to lean into that, let's lean. Alt G, scale. Which way does it go? GY, no, GX. It has like a wing thing, which we could leave at the bottom down like that. Or we could rotate it. I think we should rotate it. There's my object. Meeting point. RY 90, no, RY minus 90, yes. So we stick it going out, and it kind of gives us that neat flangey wing thing there. And we'll bring it out that far. Yeah, that's cool. It's a little different than I was planning on. It's got a lot more oomph than I was thinking. But that's cool, and there's no reason it can't. I just didn't think of it that way. So we need to raise our floor here, and we can definitely do that. I thought we might need to do something like that, ultimately. To select that. Why does that one go bigger? It should not. Oh, because I'm one level down. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Let's just make sure it's nope. That's all. That's all it's selected. Cool. And mesh, edge, bridge edge loops. Let's go up a little higher, but cool. E and fill it. Cool. I kind of like that it has that little imperfection there too. Like that's kind of normal for boats often. I feel like there's like, ah, yeah, those parts don't line up perfectly. Cool. Save. And alrighty. So we've got our cockpit. We've got our propulsion engine. What else do we need to add? I mean, lots of stuff we want to add. It's like it's the back of the Minnow from Gilligan's Island for some reason. I just want to see SS Minnow written there. Now we've got a bit more there and there, which we could just take those out. Maybe we'll bring them out a little further. Yeah. I mean, honestly, the further those wings stick out, the more they add to our silhouette anyway. I say wings. I guess they're wings. Cool. They also give us more points to put cables on. So let's just see what other things we can find. Fittings. Let's do some fittings. Maybe we won't. Maybe we don't use them for fittings. Maybe we use them for like. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm again talking without making any sense. I apologize. G. RY90. RZ90. Yep. Cool. Maybe RY180. No, I get better the other way, but I want it to be symmetrical because I don't want that. I don't actually like that thing there this time. Alt X. And I'm just going to apply this one. Scale it in a bit. Cool. I like that. Alt R. No. Why is it not lined up though? X minus 90. There we go. I don't know why it came in. All right. Doesn't matter. Again, two of those things. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's kind of not unpleasant too. We might add a bit more down there, but I don't mind so much. Although let's just see. We scale this one in and up. 1, 9, GZ, up. It's a little smaller. Scale 1, 9. I'm just trying to line it up so that the two are the same height, or roughly the same height. SX. Bring it out a little bit again. Okay. So we got that, and that's cool. Save. It's like a reflexive thing just to hit the save button, and I still never do it enough when I need to. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, those are cool. These complex panels are neat. Let's see. Alt R. Alt G, GZ, scale, GY. Can we use this as some kind of a roof structure? I think we can. Oh, I think we can. GZ. Up, 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 up. There. Cool. Now we can, okay, let's play with it for a second. I was going to say I could wait till later to do it, but let's do it now. Close this. Well, just sort of slip it out of the way. Tab. Tell me we got a good edge loop. Looks like we do. 2. Maybe. Yes, there we go. And now, if, let's see, shift hide. Cool. 1, 7. So we've got these two. We got this whole thing here. We want to bridge it. So we're probably better off bridging it, actually. Let's just turn off this one and this one and try to bridge edge loops. No. How do we want to do it? I want to fill this area up. There we go. Problem is, let's just see if it's smart. Let's try just an F. Why do I feel like that's not smart? It's not. All right. Can we just do it the other way? Let's see. B, disconnect these for right now. B, disconnect these for right now. Now, bridge edge loops. Yes, but I want to do it in, no, I'm right. Ugh, God damn you. Bridge edge loops. Give it an option to fill. Open loop. Close loops. No. Interpolation, smoothness, twist, number of cuts. Yeah, it's fine. No. All right. Fine, fine, fine. Be that way. No, okay, no, it filled it. That's good. I spoke too soon. So now, can we do the same thing? Between 2. Fill. Good enough. Close enough for government work. Fill. Looking good. All right. Sorry, that was a little bit disjointed, but now I've got this thing filled. Now we're gonna see if we can't use it. First thing we're gonna do is add. Yeah, bastard. Fine. Actually, that's cool. We'll do it this way. I like that. We'll fill it to like there. We'll leave those things solid, and that's cool. And now, if we select B, there, +1 tab. Okay, Shift Q, panel cloth, cuts, 1, 2, 2 is good. Yeah, I actually really like that. And then remove the original faces. Cool. Yeah, I don't mind that it has those lines, the thicker parts there. I can speak. And I don't care that those stick through. Well, maybe I do care. Sure, I care. Let's get rid of them. I can pick a segment, really. Control plus, X, dissolve faces. Cool. And we'll do the same on this one too. Don't really need to as much, but it's still up a little bit. Well, was it? Or is it sticking through? No, it's in that. It's not sticking through. Cool. Save. So we got a kind of a cloth covering here now and that. Yeah. And let's see. We're a little disjointed today, guys. I apologize. But we're getting there. We're only 41. This is going to come together. It's going to be cool. It will, really. Complex panels. Let's see, this one? Alt G, GY, GZ. I mean, it's kind of interesting. It'd be a bit of a pain in the ass for someone walking around, wouldn't it, though? But then again, do we care? Let's see. GZ, let's bring it up a bit so it's to like that. Or even lines up sort of underneath our... Ooh, yeah, if it lines up to underneath here, that's cool. We can always just increase the height of that. Getting a little higher tech than I was initially thinking, but that's okay. It's all right. I, GZ, turn off, O, E. Now it's too far forward. And what's the angle on this sucker? X, 0, 0. Fine, we'll just use this thing and do it this way. Okay, cool, connects it. So it connects it a little too high. There we go. And we'll put some stuff in there, I think. Maybe. Alrighty. Wasn't what I was thinking, but I'm kind of liking it. It's giving us more of like, I don't know, a tug kind of vibe maybe. And the engine definitely helps for that. But feels like a little flying handgun to me, sort of. Okay. Let's go back into doing our own thing for a bit now, though. We don't want to just kitbash. So let's come over here, Control R. Why are you being, oh. This is what happens when you mess with things too much, which I did. It's all me. Let's apply our mirror first. 3, E, no. Get rid of that. Now let's apply our mirror. I, E, Tab A, M, merge by distance. Get rid of those extra vertices. It's still there. Piss off. X, faces. Don't you mess with me. Okay, and here, I, interesting. Why are we getting that? Let's see. W grid modeler? Can we use grid modeler for this? I think we can. Cool. Alt X 2 X edge. There we go. So we got our window in the front. And we're going to put one here on the side too. Normals. Bring it in. And external normals. I'm bringing it just a little bit more. Okay. Right. Looking good. Solo this sucker. Tab. This is just bugging me. So because it's bugging me, we're going to deal with it. Grab those parts. Q. Loop extrude. Oh, too much. What are we doing? What happened here? Did I select a face I didn't want to select? I got a tiny little face. Let's just do these 4 for right now. See what we get. Loop extrude 1. Okay, good. 2, 3. We don't want loop from source. We want to loop on top of each other. We want to increase the size. We want to cut. And these are, despite what they look like, probably not. No, that one's not. Okay. K, KY 7. KY. There we go. 7. And it doesn't really matter where, but KX. There. Now they all are again. Should all be quads now. Extrude 1, 2, 3. Well, maybe it still didn't put it in there, but let's see. F9. It still doesn't think it's a quad. I don't guess I super care. Cuts. Just to get us some stuff that fills it in. Just makes it feel like there's supposed to be things there. And there are. Cool. Again, it doesn't have to be interesting, or it doesn't have to make sense. It just has to be interesting. It does have to be interesting. That is our primary thing. 3. Ugh. Okay. I feel like this is going to go badly, but let's just see what it does. 1. No. Actually, it doesn't go badly at all. Kind of like that. Let's see. Cuts. Ooh, it goes badly that way, though. It's got too much inset on that. But that's cool. No, I'm liking that. I don't like this one piece right here, but that's easy enough to fix. L, X, vertices. L, X, vertices. There we go. Random bumpers are us. Very cool. Where are we at? 50 minutes. Okay. Doing good. We're going to start adding some cabling, I think, soon. Let's see. GZ. Can we bring that down just a little bit without messing with other stuff? Yeah, no problem. 9. Is it not lined up? X 0. Now it is. How did it get moved? We don't know. Control A, rotation and scale. And I'm just going to apply this too. Just make my life easier. Okay. Let's make some cables. Maybe. Control J. Join these two together. Q. Sharpen. And let's just make sure. No, there's no custom. Let's look at it. Oh, I gave it that material, I guess, because it didn't have a material. That's fine. Okay, and I wanted those in the same so I can use random flow to give me cable joins, basically. So I'm going to take, let's go to edit, and find some faces. Let's just see this side. 2, select those. Select that one. Shift Q, cables. Yep, cool. F9, limited. Yeah, so they all go across now. Oh, that's beautiful. Ooh, yeah. How sexy is that? They're kind of small cables, though. Maybe let's make them a little bit bigger. Cool. And I just want to come over here, solo it. 3. And then GY and bring those into the mesh a little bit more. Okay, yes. Let's do it again. We want to connect. Let's connect. I want to stay on the inside if I can here. Edit. Let's see, can we add edge loops? We can. Yes, we can. Add edge loops. Select that one and that one on that side. And over here, select this one. Let's do the same thing again. Choose cables. Ooh, yeah, and I like that they drape a little bit. That's cool. I'm actually going to leave the drapery on this one this time. And they overlap, also cool. A bit thicker. Save. Let's do it one more time. And where can we put them? Here. Let's do it. Here. 1, 2 there. And 1 here. Actually, here. And let's see what we get. Cables. Can I get any? Yeah, they're small because those sections are small, but that's cool. Yeah, and we'll leave those ones small because it is a small section. Save. Okay. Starting to get that a little bit lived in vibe, which is what we want. The whole point of sort of this world is it's not, I don't know, it's somewhere between Mad Max and Star Wars, right? Like we want cables, we want a bit of exposed tech here. We want things to feel like it's a little kludgy, but not tremendously kludgy. And I think we're getting that, and I'm happy about it. So let's do the same here. I'm going to merge that. Yep. And I think I'm going to merge this one too, because I think I want those faces. And did I not merge it? I thought I did. I did. And fine. Merge it. There we go. It's like it's supposed to be merged. So let's grab this face and this face. Random cables. And we want to add more slack if we can. Does it want to let me do it? I may have to edit this one. Which we can. Let's do that. Let's try it first anyway. Tab 1.9, which we got on B 1.9 G. Okay. Do we like it? I don't know if we like it or not. I don't think we like it. Let's get rid of it. It's not the right place for it. It might be with Cable Raider, but it doesn't go so well with just the random draped cable. So let's try Cable Raider. Create cable. Let's create one here and one here. Yeah, that's better. Always multiple ways to make something like this work. And mirror it and save. And I feel like wherever we got one, we need at least two. So let's create one here and throw it to here and scale that down. And let's do one more. Since we got the we'll just leave it like that. Okay. Grabbing some cables. We should probably start thinking about materials fairly soon. What are we at? 58. We'll start materials in like another 2 or 3 minutes. We need something up here too. Let's go grab a radar. A radiator, a radar. I like this piece. I've always thought this piece was cool. Scale it. Alt G to get to the center. Is it too big there? That's pretty big. Let's shrink it down a little bit. Excuse me. Bring it down to like that. Cool. Yep. And now I know I've actually used it a bunch now, but I'm liking Ian's little light thing. So let's go grab it. Ian Hubert, antenna cables. This beacon is just cool. So R. Let's flip it. RY180 GZ GX. Cool. And mirror it. Save. And cable coil. And let's hang it there. Let's see, RX 180. GZ. Got a cool spool and hanging cable there. I like that. And it does look like it almost lines up, doesn't it? There we go. And Alt X, mirror it, save. And we need some cool boxy things. What's this? It's a neat mount. How do we feel about it? It's just a cool mount. Scale it up. Local. RY 180. Cool. No, I think that's neat. And it gives us something that we can pretend we're mounting things to. Let's dupe it. Save. And yeah, that's cool. All right, 102. So let's start texturing. See where we're at. We are in the world of ugly. And that's okay. A. Or not, I don't want L. Yeah, U. Cube projection. Okay. Yeah. The problem with joining them together is I don't necessarily want to change the materials on the engine just yet, if I can avoid it. Oh, that's ugly. I mean, that's beautifully ugly. L. No, that's the whole thing. That's solo. 7. Let's see if we can't. Plus, plus. Shift G coplanar. Fine. And Z6. Try plus, excuse me. Why are you being this way? Fine. I just don't like this material. All this is just a way of saying I want to change it from, or this mapping on the roof. Come on, Seth. Don't be a dumbass. We don't need those. It won't matter anyway, I think, because I think they're select. Yeah, we're mirrored. But let's grab that. And U, Q projection, UV. A scale. Excuse me. My sinuses are going nuts this year. I mean, I guess I'm just happy I'm not in the East Coast right now with all the fires. Jesus, it'd be brutal. Here. Good morning. I don't know how long you've been around. I'm sorry, I just looked up and saw this comment. But good morning. Oh my God, Butterbee. Alrighty. Now I don't. I think it might just be the dirt is set high. Let's see. Shading. Let's check. Let's try to fix that first before we. Yeah, the smoke is crazy. Apparently, New York is the only place in the world worse than New York City right now is New Delhi. Ugh. It just seems like a nightmare to me. Okay, yeah, that's better. Take it to 1. Glad it's not me. Um, let's see. What are we looking for? Blender shaders. Starships, big, medium, small. Tab. See, like this. That to that. And plus a sign. Glass window pane. Okay. And let's see what we got. Okay, now that works. Cool. Come back out. It's looking suitably crunchy, which is really what we're looking for, is just crunchy. This stuff, dot, can we select all that? Join together. Tab A, U, cube projection. And let's try metal sheeting on it. Sure. Works for me. Works for me, lad. So, okay, while we're in materials, let's go do this one and just give it the grunge cloth on the top. Digging that. Probably going to end up being my favorite part of the whole thing, which is always ridiculous, right? You're like, what do you like the most? The little weird cloth shading on or shader on the top canopy that no one cares about or sees. Yeah, that's what I like the most. Do I like these as a little bit random and multicolored? Yeah, I kind of do this time. Maybe we'll just leave them at that. I think that we're most going to see it from back here anyway, where they're just going to be pretty much silhouetted. So we got a hole right through the center there, which suggests to me we need something that looks kind of like a mast. It's just ridiculous. It's not going to be a mast. But we could put an antenna there, and that could be cool. Dynamic squad mod, kit ops, trim sheet, antennas. If we're going to put this antenna, Alt R, Alt G, scale it down a bit more, 7, GY, and bring it to like right there. I mean, ridiculous, but fun. Yeah, you could put an exhaust vent up here, but there's nothing really there. Like it's just like it's just a hole in the roof. But why would you put a hole in the roof? Well, because you need an antenna, and your antenna needs to connect into your engine, and it was easier just to do it this than it was to run cabling because you're a weird, you know, parts hacker on a colony world or some shit. Yeah, that works for me. I can buy that. Now let's give these a material now too. We'll just go rubber on this one. Add material, and he will also be rubber. I mean, that's kind of looking cool. It's very different from what I thought I was going to make, but the advantage of doing something, you don't always have to know exactly what you're going to be if you're not doing it for anything except for fun. Um, I was imagining something more kind of like a sailboat, but yeah, now this is cool. No worries, mate. Um, let's look at this piece here and see what we got. I like those parts. Can I just do this and this? Or let's do this and this to start with, and add some more cables. And F9 to give it more droop, but not that much more droop. More droop to like there. Sure. And this one we won't mirror. Oh my God, we're not mirroring. So if we'll just leave that like that on that side. It does look like a little bit like a fishing boat, like a small one. I don't know. I think it's a little too. I mean, it's not a fishing boat. It has no place to put hold or anything like that. You know, like a private sort of like, hi, we're going off to deep sea fish with tourists, possibly. But it feels more to me like a I don't remember what they call them. They're not just tugboats, but the kind of boats that just basically stay in the harbor and do stuff. They're utility vehicles, and there's a word for them, and I don't remember what it is. Um, I felt like last night's was a fishing boat. It has the big crane for dropping nets and the hold, but this, um, again, I keep thinking of the minnow from Gilligan's Island for this. I don't know why. It's like a 3-hour tour. Um, Silly but fun. Let's see. Take these. Can we do it again? Um, Not that one. No. Ooh, I like how that turned out. I didn't even notice that, but I like that it just happened to put the vent right there. That's just super cool. It's one of those happy accidents. Yeah, cool. And 3, and select these two, and these two, and we'll extrude them out. That's too deep. It's making it feel too heavy. Control R. There we go. And now maybe even I inset, yes, E. Sure. Plus U cube projection. Cool. And now let's do it again. E. U cube projection. Oh yeah, it's definitely a flying vehicle, and yeah, and I'm not hard into fishing boats either. Like I did not, I did not grow up in that kind of a community. Definitely not. But yeah, whatever. Just throwing cables everywhere. Yeah, but I like it. Yeah, those are cool. And then we could put something on top here if we wanted to. Um, let's see what we got in the way of greaves. Or just panels. Panels. Yeah, let's do a panel for this one. Scale. Put that there. Sure. And we'll mirror it. And the backside. Kind of had an idea. Let's see. I bring it in again. E S Y G Z. Sure. I don't know what it is. Not a boat person. Yeah, I don't know. I love the water, but I've just never been a boat person, particularly either. And I grew up, you know, in inland Ontario and then North Carolina, and didn't have access to that stuff. And I was poor, so I didn't do anything for like it for fun. So, there was no like, let's go on a boat because that was cost money. Um, but I like those little flangey wing things. Give us something. And let's go back to color again. Um, really liking the cables. I just like cables. I'm really a sucker for that anyway. And I think that is working for me. And I like the antenna. I think that was a cool thing. It definitely brings it together. And my voice is all phlegmy today because my sinuses are in hell. And select this. I'm just gonna see. Maybe not those ones. Uh, so those panels are not real panels. They're just on the textures, but I like the division there. So I want to try and keep it. Select that. So let's see what happens now. Q. Panels. We'll try panels. Seed. Okay. Max is going to be, cuts is going to bigger. I do not, um, I don't know. I don't like the jaggy edges on it. That's not working for me, but something like here is. So I want us to see if we can't, let's see if we can't do it ourselves. Bring it in, and we're going to go to, instead of local, let's go to normal. And now we can pull it out along its Z or Z, however you want to call it. Thing. And then if we select, 2 or 3 of them already selected, but I'll select this third one here. And we should be able to mark it sharp. Yeah, and now we got that. And that just feels, I don't know. I wanted to do something. I wanted to pull it out a little bit. We don't have any side thrusters at all. It may not be a problem, but we could also put in, we'll use that panel that we just made because it's kind of a reinforced panel looking thing now. And we throw on, what's a good ugly looking exhaust that I think would work for that. And yeah, I could make my own. I know. I know. I like this thing. Throw it on, scale it in. We'll bring it in just a bit. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Alt X. Mirror it. Ah! Come back. There we go. Runaway mode change. That's cool. I can deal with that. And it does give us the opportunity now to, what are we going to do? More cables. Let's just use cable radar though this time. Well, yeah, let's just use cable radar this time. Create cable here to there. Scale it down. I don't like it there to there. It's not working yet. I want to do create cable there to there. That's better. Now it plugs in more. And if we grab that, GY, oh, GY. I don't know why it got all weirded out and then just seemed to like throw a bunch of settings on. It's like, oh, we're going to change all your modes and throw on snap and yeah, whatever. piss off. DC, let's simulate it, see what we get. See if it looks cooler. Doesn't really matter. Make it rubber. And mirror it. Okay. Never give up an opportunity to add a cable to something. Because they break the silhouette so good. Like if they work in your world, things like cables are just awesome. I mean, there are worlds where they are utterly inappropriate. They look ridiculous in something like Star Trek, where everything is sort of like clean and seems to be hangs where it's supposed to be. But for what we're doing, yes. I want to try, let's see. It's easier to do it than to explain it. Cables. Do I have a hangy one that I like there? Can I have one like there's droopy cables. Let's see. No, don't like it. I mean, I could make it work, but it's. I do think, however, though, although I doubt anyone will see it, just for funsies, we'll add a coiled cable here. So it's just going to sit there on the, the side of the boat. Oh yeah, broken power lines and derelict poles. It's just like anything like that is just cool to me. I am just a sucker for ugly grunge, is what my dad would call it, and yeah, I just love it. Let's see. I don't know if we're ever gonna come back here. I made this to be like an engine. Ah, Z6. But let's just bevel it and just in case. Yeah, we can do some close-ups to it. And maybe I will put a greeble thing on it. Or a vent. Yeah, a vent could be cool. Let's see if I have an intake, because I think my intakes have some squares. Yeah, let's do an intake. That looks cool. Alt R, RZ90. We're going back to at least local. Scale. Turning off that scale. GX, bring it in. Where's my X0? There we go. GZ down. Okay. Star Wars is not 100%. What I say is antithetical to Star Trek is Alien. Alien is the lived-in world of choice. What Star Wars? Well, what because Star Wars is the Death Star, which is super clean, right? Um, it's there's a lot of like very clean design language in Star Wars. What Star Wars is military, which means that things look like they need to have a purpose and they're clean and fancy sometimes, and sometimes they're more diesel punk like. Alien, on the other hand, like the Nostromo, is grunge. In Aliens too, the colony is, it's old and beat up and dirty looking. To me, that is the opposite side of the Star Trek coin. Star Wars gets this reputation for being dirty, but again, everyone always forgets the Death Star. I mean, that thing was just like smooth ass plastic panels and panel lighting everywhere. Like it's, I don't know. Clearly, I have an opinion. U cube projection. Okay. Yeah, things no one has ever said about me. Seth doesn't have an opinion. Yeah, like yeah. Um, I am a smartass all the time. Let's see. E is this not mirrored? Oh yeah, cool. E no, but it was built mirrored, so let's just keep it that way. We'll go. We'll lean into it. Plus assign. It's gonna give some lighting here. Warm, sure. Yeah, no. Star Wars is military. Is the vibe for it? It is a classic um, World War II design language, um, and Vietnam. Like, because I mean, really. But you look at like Mandalorian, and there's a lot of Vietnam. There's a lot of World War II. Like those are your big influences for Star Wars. Um, Whereas Star Trek, your big influences are modernist architecture and then postmodern stuff. So you've got a lot of that clean lines and sweeping mid-century modern 1960s stuff too. I mean, it's neat. I don't have a problem. I like them both. Um, I, I've never been a huge fan of the Federation starships, but that's less the cleanliness and more. I just don't like the saucer look all that much. But the Romulans are badass. The Klingons are cool. Yeah, I'm good with all that stuff. Um, some of the newer Fed stuff are, I mean, like right now, all of those. It's the same problem. Same problem. It's the same situation that anime has. Is that the designers for all of those old um, properties are the children of the people who made it, and they're just fanboys. So, but some of them are cool. Like there's some really talented designers working on all those projects right now. But it gets a little self-referential because literally the people who are making the stuff for it grew up with it. Um, and yeah, to be fair though, that's kind of how real life works. So let's see. Can I just yeah KZ add a cut line there? Let's see. GY. Cool. I love taking text, like adding geometry based on what the texture suggests. Um, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Star Trek was, I mean, it's a product of the 60s and a very hopeful look. They were going for hopeful, and that was the intent. And I mean, when you're going for hopeful, what are you gonna do? Um, all right. So I've been doinking around with this thing now for a little bit, but I feel like we're getting close to where I want it to be. Um, this doesn't feel interesting enough to me yet. Um, Unfortunately, I'm just going to try and scale, run local right. Yes, RZ 180, GY, scale it up. Cool. Just a little bit of a panel there, and we'll mirror it. Yeah, yeah. Star Trek was definitely going for the future is bright and clean, and I mean that's what they made, and since that's what they were going for, I can't fault them on it. Um, it seems, I mean, it almost seems hokey after things kind of went even more to shit, but I get why they were doing it, and that's, I mean, what are you gonna do? Um, Intakes. Yeah, let's put another intake here. Sure. And mirror it. I actually like it. It's right there. Yeah, I don't even like I said, I don't really have a favorite. I like all of those things a whole bunch. Um, I want to see somebody remake the black hole. That's the one thing. Like if Disney has to pick a property in a world, I'd love to see them do more with that and less with, you know, Star Wars and whatever. But maybe I'm just weird. Okay, so that's cool. We added that. We added that. Um, and pipes. And I think it's okay. Structural elements. Could do a structural element. That might be neat. What would we do? Um, let's just put this here. Alt G, GY, global. Andor was awesome. I have liked the other things that they have done on the TV show with varying degrees of entertainment. There's almost always been something I liked about them, and I almost always come across going, ugh, at some point too. So um, it's a tough. I mean, it's a tough world to get right now because there's so much stuff and fans care. So you make something different and fans get annoyed. You make something that's just the same and people like me get bored. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I don't know why it's there, but in case we look at it this way, it gives us a breakup. Where are we at? Oh, we're at 92 minutes already. Woohoo! Saved. Okay. I'm thinking this ship is about done. There's a few more little things I would probably will do before I post it. I think I'm gonna give it some headlights. And then obviously we have to give it a world and a crew. But let's just fix this though while I'm thinking about it. Because I said I was gonna do this before and then I didn't. Let's take this and this and Alt E normals, and then plus assign. Do I have it? Do I have a mission? I have the warm emissive, but I don't have the other one yet. Okay. Shader materials, engine, exhaust. Oh, don't die me. There we go. Cool. Engine, exhaust, glow. Got it there. And you want it there too. And I have to make it. I have to make one for here. Let's do this real quick. Tab 2, Control R, F plus. Just created a face that we can now assign that to. Lost. You want some searchlights? We could do that. I mean, it depends where I put it. I haven't decided. I'm kind of wanting it more in my I'm kind of doing like a more of a water world sort of vibe right now. Not the movie, but an aquatic world. But yeah, some searchlights would be cool down the front, like here. We could definitely give it at least one big hand mounted, moving my arms so you can see me. But like a big human opt searchlight for finding things could be cool. But I think this is where we're going to end the stream because I gotta go to the bathroom. Um, I had a smoothie for breakfast. And yeah, we will post up the final on Instagram and Mastodon in an hour or two when I get it done. And I appreciate watching this. If you're watching it live, thank you. If you're watching it later, please like and subscribe and all that stuff. Um, and I will be back again tomorrow. I'm thinking I might end up making a port for one of these for these sort of vehicles, or I might make one more vehicle and then make the port on Friday and just have it sort of be a week-long thing. But we'll see. Anyway, I appreciate it. Take care, everybody, and I will be back later.